Oh, it's dreadful.
MacGuffin spawning in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. MacGuffin spawn.
Wow.
Enemy MacGuffin.
Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, and a double from FaZe as well. Yeah, it's interesting. You usually see the MacGuffin thrown to mega health. You don't usually see the carrier kind of jump pad up with it, because it is dangerous, as we say. Just such a huge risk, but a strange choice there. And Cook getting the Vindy, but taking a pincer for his trouble when Lift just fades away as well. That's great to soften up this player as they come in for their first attack.
Oh shit, I've been muted
Absolutely,
this
and-
whole time. Some of my best casting ever. See, this is where it was all going to fall apart. This is where it was all going to fall apart.
You know, I like the fact that people think I've lost my mind and I'm talking to an imaginary Jahar who wasn't muted that whole
Jesus
time.
Christ. See, I have this thing, like, tuned to perfection so that, you know, everything goes perfectly until GMT disconnects. And, you know, this is how much we depend on him. But
Yeah, he
fantastic
holds this
stuff.
whole operation together, literally. He's the glue MT. Keeps us all ticking. Oh, God.
All right, but things are staying relatively even here. At least Poles has the opportunity to make it even with the MacGuffin picked up and trying to make it across Mega, but the choke point is getting chokier all the time. I hope he's into that. It's going to be cycling back here. And I can't blame him, as long as nobody picks up the trail.
Incoming Vindicator.
Unbelievable. You see Poles here sneaking the MacGuffin through. Look at all the low HP bars on the SWANSONG boys, and yes, they do cap hit, but Bus Driver does get Vindy so low on HP, and oh my god, was that 2 for 1 there from Poles? Certainly looked like it, and what a prediction rocket as well to take down the Vindy player, and onto FaZe as well. Poles, known for his pincer, in fairness, is just putting on a bit of a show here, and who's that gone over to? Cook here, the master of weapon selection. What a title that he's been given there by Bus Driver and now me. So here he goes there. Vindicator on defense, about as perfect as you can be, and they do take the lead off of this.
Yeah, but he's going to be a big, throbbing purple target for everybody, so it's going to be left to FaZe on the attack. NSC still has the Vindicator there, so he's going to be a little bit more passive, or so I say. FaZe just doesn't care. He doesn't scare of anything. There's the pickup of red. And everybody on D-Slurp is going to be low on stack, trying desperately to scrape a few more coins out of the MacGuffin, but there's the pickup, there's the toss. FaZe trying to defend it. Is it going to be a quick return, or rather a quick carry from Cook? That's going to be stuck right back there on the board. Bus Driver trying to create some distance. Not going to happen just yet. List could come in to save the day, or at least escort FaZe back to their point.
The jump pad is the point of attack here from D-Slurp, and they do come up, and Lift's unable to get good connections with his rockets through there. He does eventually, but on the attack there, didn't quite connect, but it does clean them up, and it's going to be an easy throw back in, as I say that he... that's not quite gone to plan.
That's how you lose a round. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's all gone to shit. Poles
No
has the
way,
pickup,
dude.
and now he can just walk it in. There's going to be some spawns mid-map. There's no red form to pick up here, unfortunately, but could be clear running back to base. Now, List just gets catapulted into orbit, but it's not currently safe for Poles to make the cap.
Hey, well, these are intergalactic fighting egg robots, after all, I believe, something like that. But there you go. And I think the fact that those two players on the flyer made themselves both got the jump pad together was the finest demonstration of teamwork I think I've seen so far today. So well played to D-Slurp. It's hard to do that.
This has got to be good for Cook. He's got Vindy, he's got Mega, and he's got impeccable aim, enough to shut off the round. And literally, that came back to that bad toss that did cost them the round.
Really did.
You have to aim a little higher. Put
some
spin on it.
Basketball term that I don't know that kind of demonstrates what happened there. You kind of hit the ring of the, I don't know, of the hoop.
You have to spit on the MacGuffin first before you throw. That's the trick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He didn't do the layup properly. I don't know.
Oh no, but it's going to be costly. Cook more than happy to take advantage of that. It's going to be pretty low on stack here, absorbing a lot of machine gun before the MacGuffin spawns up. Good spawn for him, though.
Cook with the perfect weapon selection of the machine gun off spawn.
Just the casual melee in the middle of all that, too.
Yeah.
All right, Liss with a questionable but potentially useful pickup. Yep, there's the toss back into base. Is it going to turn into a cap? No. It's going to be Cook claiming it for themselves.
Oh, great shot to phase. Big throw to the enemy poles there as well, who in a perfect place at the perfect time. Cook coming in, and they're going to give this Vindicator to Cook. I wouldn't be surprised if they had the absolute ultimate choice, they would give Cook this Vindicator every single time. And they also have it capped at the very same time. This is going to be a slaughter if Cook can get up here without taking any damage, and he does.
I love that body block.
Oh, so close.
He's even turning his back to some fights in order to keep a pin on some of them. But FaZe is able to scoop it up, take it back, and start getting some coins on their own base. It's only, you know, a few points to pick up. Cook coming back in, though. He's always dangerous. How come he's always spawning where he's just, you know, one weapon away from being dangerous again?
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's the pickup.
Seems to have had all of these reds as well, from what I can tell. We've seen him pick up a lot of those.
He is blessed today with these spawns. Bus driver getting the pickup and the run back. Could be clear running. Nope, not so much. Yeah, machine gun's going to be dangerous to him, dropping it off by the red. Liss getting the pickup himself. It's going to be changing hands quickly, though. And Cook, once again, like, he dies. Yeah, sure, like anybody else does, but he always spawns just where he needs to be. Body blocking for pulls. What a guy.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, he's currently doing the most damage in the server, of 4K currently. A couple of guys not too far behind him, but right now Cook is standing out as doing the most impactful damage so far. And he's always seems to be, when he's not attacking, when they have it on defense, he's the most scariest defender, I think, when all the enemies are running in. And like I say, he just puts on a show, just hits everyone with such force. And if they can get Vindicated to him as often as possible, I don't see them having any issues taking this map.
And all FaZe wants to do is sit on a balcony and LG people. That's all he wants. You know, is it so much to ask?
Yeah.
His pulls,
I know.
taking the damage back, and I don't think anybody's really alive in this base anymore. Pulls is gonna be able to bring it on back. Who is he gonna meet mid-map? However, he doesn't have a ton of stack here. He's got teammates on Vindy, on top of Mega, and Pulls has got some great rails. He goes, you know what? Might as well. No armor, but I've got the MacGuffin and the Vindy. Let's go.
So relaxed with those pincer shots as well from the balcony area, as he will defend with this Vindicator. This is a perfect way, obviously, as we keep saying, to come back and tie up the score if possible. And a bit of a standoff there with him and Lifts. And Pole's just so patient with his pincer. He's not sort of flicky or too quick on the trigger. He always waits for the perfect time to pull the trigger. 74% accuracy, you might add.
Not too shabby at all, as that'll tie the score back up here. Looking for a relatively quick 2-0 here. Let's see what FaZe can do about it. Well, he's getting caught in kind of a lot of trashy fights here. Fights that he wins, but not by a whole lot. So if he's trying to escort, his meat shield is only worth 25 points at this point. So he's not even going to pause for the 50. Going to try to get in here, get the cap. That's going to leave Liss on the base all by himself. That should be a quick pickup from Pulls. Moving back in through Banana.
Oh, run! FaZe is coming for you like T-Rex, chasing Poles down the banana area, but does manage to have a teammate come in and help him. A big rocket onto Lifts' head. Oh, Paul's cool as you like, just casually sliding up to cap the point here, and he's going to be back in his favourite little area with the pincer. I'm actually moving in close. I'm surprised to see that.
Well, this is a good set of stacks here for FaZe and crew. It's got a bit of that red left. Yeah, it's clean and clear so far. He's been spotted, he's been railed, but that's all right. He's got the point in. And nobody's there to defend it. No, it's going to be a quick rebound from NSC and crew. Tossed off towards Banana. Pulse is going to be there, but no, he's not going to survive. Cook is anticipating that it's going to be recapped very quickly and is already there for the uncap. Yeah. Yeah, he's thinking a couple steps ahead here. And Bus Driver has the Vindy, but he's at like none health, so I'm not even sure I want to see that right now. I want to see Cook grab this MacGuffin, slam it down, and now let's see if Bus Driver can come in and ruin his day.
Oh, Kirk is just destroying everyone. And it seems every time SWANSONG try and cap this MacGuffin, they're trying to go through the sort of Meg Health side, and every time it's quite a long route. Every time they get it down there, D-Slap have already flanked through red, and there's already 3 members on their base every single time. Again, they're going the Mega side, which is great, but wouldn't be surprised to see if D-Slap are already on the way in from the red side. Yeah, and it's going to be a quick assault here. As FaZe had everybody hot on his tail. You can see a little bit of delay there, just waiting for the Vindy to run out. Pretty wise. It didn't really earn them a lot of extra stack, however, but this is going to be fairly close to a 99-99 game. Question is, can SWANSONG hold on to it long enough to push this to a 3rd round? There's the overtime. Is anybody going to get a touch? Bus Driver's here by himself. Almost recapped, but Bus Driver's still defending it. There's another touch. Just resetting the clock once and again. But Bus Driver's hitting just about every pincer shot here, and there's the round. No small feat, but they're pushing it into round 3. And for this round, close round there.
I think we're going to check out SWANSONG here as they are fighting tooth and nail to take this game back. Let's take a listen.
I'm LG. I'm gonna hold LG.
2 red. One still here with pincer on red, careful.
1 LG.
1 LG.
NSC weak.
Checking base A blue. Which base do we want to play for?
Base A, I think. We throw to red, if possible.
One rail.
There's 2 LG now.
1 red and 1 rail.
1 LG still. He's going secret.
1 pincer.
I'm taking court blue. I can
Get
look for
red.
him.
Red.
I can't get red. Can't.
2 on LG.
NSC weak on Sol. He's very weak screaming.
He's weak.
He said,
Just roll call. I'm gonna go.
go
No,
red.
I'm gonna go red.
One there.
Still there. Weak on red. Weak
Going
on
red
red.
pad.
Can't get it.
Oh,
Red pad still. 1 behind you. 1 behind you.
Holding back, holding the back.
Pushing him.
Nice cap.
1 more from
Look
blue.
weak at red pad.
1 blue rail. Yeah, 2 there. Careful.
I'm gonna play for red, man.
They're weak on point. They're going flank.
Okay, playing for red.
2 weak. Play for P.
Need help red. I don't have weapons, but I have stack.
They're on rocket. He's capping from
LG.
Ben. Rocking from Ben.
2 power up. Go mega.
He was on Ben.
I'm gonna stay mega.
Kyle. Let's say Kyle. 1 on
Pushing
mega.
out. I'll hold LG.
L. 1 on point. Pushing heavy.
L.
Yeah, I'm taking mega.
Pushing to base. I'm gonna
Mega
get
is
it. I'm gonna get
48.
it.
I'll be Kyle.
Red's
1
coming
head.
out. Red's coming out.
Okay. I can die with quad. 2 on base.
Try and get out to
Dead.
call.
Looks alone with quad
Go,
in
go,
base.
go. Push.
50 seconds left.
I'm getting red.
Okay.
1 on
Let's
rockets.
go LG. Let's not go.
Okay. No LG. 1 on point. Weak.
Quad's still out though.
Yeah, we can chill.
Okay, it's out.
Mega was 43.
I'm on point.
we
I'm
can
on
play
point.
Okay, one
See if you can
LG,
try and
LG, 2 LG I think.
I'm holding pad. I'm holding TP.
I'm fighting 1 on
2 here.
rockets.
I'm just gonna get Mega and go crystal.
go.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
go
not
crystal.
43.
Okay.
Go crystal.
Some others.
48 I think.
Throw it if you
yes.
need to. Throw it.
1 rocket.
We gotta hold flank.
1 LG.
Slide. 2 on point. Didn't do much damage. They stepped off.
1 slide.
Hennessy weak.
1
Got
slide
run.
still. Just
45.
real.
What again?
I think it's blue.
Or flank.
Blue. Mega.
Okay.
He's still above LG. Back to our blue. Chasing. He rocket jumped to slide. Rocket.
Where?
Rail bend.
Okay, watching. Dead. I'm gonna take it
Right.
quick. I'm gonna take it quick.
Come back.
Hold base.
There's 2 crystal.
Fighting NSC weak
Killed
there.
one.
One on red.
Cook took 100 as well.
I'm gonna be right there.
Killed.
Okay, red.
Mega was just taken.
Holding
He's on
shaft.
red. He's weak now. 1 LG as well.
1 shot, 1 mega.
2
careful.
Mega.
Holding
2
mega.
crystal.
1 mega. Minus 80.
Crystal.
Minus 80. 2.
Hi.
Free.
Weak on base. Pulse can die maybe. He threw flank. NSC has. He's also
Okay.
quite weak. Flank I think.
Flank. Yeah, still there.
If they come back, I'm behind.
He's minus 80.
Ben still.
Right there, Ben. One more.
On Ben.
They're behind.
Rail.
Rail.
I'm gonna catch
Diet
the
rail. Through to red. Look on red. He's coming red left. Let's go power.
He's bastard.
Mega. Take power. They got.
He's weak on point.
We don't have any.
no
Mega.
Mega's not until 35.
Okay, red's gonna be soon. Red's gonna be
Okay,
soon.
go for red.
I'll play it
One
right
heaven.
with you.
One on rail. One rail.
One on rail.
One
One on
call.
rail. Yes. I'm
Careful.
pushing the guy on rail. He's killed me.
Red's coming out.
Coming to help you, left.
I'm gonna
One
push
on
straight
red.
into heaven.
One. Ben. Go now.
I'm going in. One is L. I'm top. I'm touching.
I'm gonna
blue.
hold call. Holding call. Blue's up. I'm good to
Nice
No,
blood
table,
LG
table,
side.
okay.
Mega's
Behind
now.
you.
Mega's now.
I'm on Mega.
I'm going down for a rail.
Go,
Same.
G.
Pushing out.
Yeah, let's
Go,
push through.
just go
It's
crystal.
Let's
Go
go.
crystal.
Yeah.
One slide and one blue.
One blue.
blue. Yep.
Pushing him.
Bull's very weak. One more. It's 1v1.
You can do it.
I'm dead. Side.
Trying to get it.
He didn't get it.
He didn't pick it up. He didn't pick it up. He's weak. Rockets.
Slide. Still rocket.
Red.
Rail
Rail
bend.
bend.
Red. Yes.
One from Mega. Careful.
I'm cutting off
Red.
the lower pad.
He's still below.
Okay. He went up now.
Let's push him to
Sniper.
the base quick.
It's Kevin.
Get him. I'll get it.
One top. Bull's weak top.
I'm gonna run call.
Okay.
One here. Need help.
I spawned rail.
Weak.
Red to
Nice.
I'm
rail.
on rail. I have help. Heads up. I'm getting red.
Let's spawn in.
Okay. I'm holding rail above. Set
One
one.
behind. Weak. Let's push. I'm gonna push.
One on base. Don't go pad. Don't go
Oh,
pad.
I'm not red.
He's weak. Yeah, don't go.
Killed one on
I'm
pad.
on LG. I'm on LG. One.
Railed on base.
Crystal.
He's weak.
Crystal.
Okay.
Trying to help.
Two in base.
I'm
Two
with
in
you.
base.
I'm just gonna push out for you.
I'm gonna rush back to base.
coming,
One's
wait.
going
Raise
LB
fine,
behind
raise
you.
fine. Just come,
One's
come,
putting
I'm
LB.
capping.
Killed
Yeah,
one.
two
There's
slide.
one there.
One blue
Kill this
side.
guy. Last
One
one.
blue, careful.
Railed and brutal. Dead.
Nice. Good shot.
One at rail.
Holding shaft.
Yeah,
One
two at
shaft.
rail. Two rail.
Yeah. What?
Pushing flank. Wait. One
I got
flank.
the red.
Flank.
Super
He's
weak
very
as
weak
well.
now.
Come on,
I have
on
red.
point. 2 on point weak.
2 on point. Yep. He stepped off.
Push.
10 HP one. Other guy's weak. Going slide.
Slide.
LG. Very weak.
Aim for power up.
He's weak, yeah. Still there, next to you. They're gonna
Right,
front.
platoon.
Yeah.
Enemy vindicator.
He got
I'm
LG.
capping.
LG is power up.
Your base.
No point. He's on blue.
I'm just gonna rail through
Down
the gap.
point. I did plenty of damage to
Rail
NXT.
density.
Nice.
Cap.
Keep spamming.
Red's
Keep
up.
spamming.
Red's up.
Enemy
He's railed again. Quad.
He's railed
Blue,
again.
blue.
Yep. They're panicking at blue.
Red is up.
I got
Red
him
is
here.
up.
They're still up. Yeah.
Killed him.
Careful. Quad
Shoot
below.
the base. Yep. Oh fuck, still there. Yeah.
frag. MacGuffin.
Still there. Didn't pick it up.
He's LG. Quad down. I got
MacGuffin.
2 dead. Last seen plasma.
No, he's
Yeah.
bent, minus 70.
I have mega.
Throwing it back.
I got red as well.
Give me.
Red
Come in.
51.
Go flank.
Yeah. Oh shit. my
Two
bad.
mid.
I'm pushing blue. Blue weak.
Cap in.
Blue guy is weak.
One on blue. Yes. 2
Hold it,
there now.
LG. Hold it. Oh, it's gonna be crystal side. Get crystal.
Yep,
They're
crystal,
back.
yes.
They're back.
I'm railing. 2 on base.
2 on point.
NSC
Hey,
weak.
man.
Cook railed.
They're weak.
Cook. So,
Dead. Whoa.
boys.
The clutch grenade man at the end. Fuck me. He got
Good
fucked.
boys.
Can't go fuck.
You don't.
He got fucked. Phase the dog. Oh, man.
Lord.
Good work out of SWANSONG there, taking it back in the end. Crazy damage, almost 10k from FaZe, Cook, and Hennessy. Nutty stuff.
Yeah, Bastro as well, of course, 9k, and yeah, Lifts and Bust hitting insane pincer damage there, and obviously FaZe just not afraid to just to go ham at all times. 61 kills and 60 deaths, just insanity. But yeah, well played for them in the end.
Yeah, those callouts were good, and it helped how often players could be responsive directly off the spawn, you know, and apply themselves without having to run around for weapons for a couple seconds. Really efficient play out of SWANSONG. D-Slurp, no slouch whatsoever, and D-Slurp is going to take us right into we're doing double MacGuffin. We're going into Marina.
Yes, Marina pick from the D-Slurp guys. So 2 MacGuffin matches in a row.
Wow.
Interesting to see. So I think this is.
They must
Well,
hate
they
me.
must hate. Yeah. I wonder where you're going. Then they must hate GMT. No, you. Oh, I see.
All right, let me let them know that I'm all set. And as a bonus or a penalty, depending on how you look at it, you'll be even able to hear me in the first minute. Yay!
It's a shame because that really was some of your finest work. You know, all the live
probably
events
the
you've done over the
best,
decades. That sunken opening 2 minutes was
Well, I
really
know Joel's
your
working
highlight.
on his highlight reel, so I didn't want to overshadow that effort. All right, here we go. Jeez.
Excellent stuff. And I think SWANSONG will not be upset that this has been chosen by their opponents here, honestly, because they've just shown how adept they are at MacGuffin. And, you know, different maps, but it's the same principle. And lots of targets to shoot and to hit, as we all know. And all 6 of these players very comfortable just hitting as much damage as humanly possible. So,
That's what we're here to see. And here we go once again with some MacGuffin action. Gonna be following Liss as we get started. Getting a nice spawn right on the red, but handing it off. Oh no, actually just delaying it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I think that delay was spotted, so timing shouldn't be thrown off for D-Slurp here. But what did Liss get out of all that? He's not hitting a whole lot of his rail at the moment, it must be said. In fact, he's hitting none of it, but you know, we're gonna have MacGuffin up and Vindicator shortly thereafter. There's the pickup. Somebody pick it up. There we go. Bus driver with the shortest throw in MacGuffin history, giving it right back over to Poles. Almost had a mid-air interception there. That would have been something for the real. So I hold Liss responsible for not picking that one up.
It was a British throw. We don't do those long, silly NFL throws. We just do a sensible throw, and then maybe we boost it with our feet.
Yeah, it must be said that NA is generally better at the MacGuffin passes, but EU excels at not tossing 3 healing weebles out like in random directions, so you can't get the triple effect. Ugh. All right, Liss here on the Vindy. I'll stop my ranting.
Oh my god.
Good shots out of Liss. He's just looking for more targets.
Oh, he's doing it all.
As FaZe is having to cross the map.
MacGuffin dropped. Enemy MacGuffin.
Nobody wants... All right. Nobody wants to go toe-to-toe with Liss just yet. There's Poles. Finally getting it.
Oh, through the gap.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of players just again in their element here. Just so many targets just to hit with all weaponry, particularly the pincer on this map. And Poles in particular is going to be very, very happy to be playing that. 78% pincer accuracy for him at the early stage here.
I didn't even want to switch to FaZe because he was at that 8 HP, but they are fighting for every point they're getting, and it is getting interrupted so often. Poles and crew, 34 points. FaZe going down. But, you know, mid-map, it doesn't really matter how many frags you make out here. Like, they're just going to keep respawning and keep sussing you down. The cap needs to happen. And it's still on the board, still stuck in mid. This is some real purgatory for the poor old McMuffin.
Yeah, he's the hottest of MacGuffins being thrown instantly after being picked up. My god. There we go. Nearly a nice direct mid-air from Liss. He does get the second one as a follow-up, but I'm interested to see if Cook can again replicate his performance from Sunken here. I feel like Marina, you got a lot more opportunity to do just as much damage as humanly possible. So really looking for Cook to show up to here. And it's actually NSC at the early stages. 15 frags, 10 deaths only. Again, sort of a real combat specialist in the Arena FPS game, so super strong play.
I have to hand it to Cook. He's doing well for being caught mid-map as the Vindy's coming up, but he's managed to make a cap here with a good point lead over SWANSONG at the moment. And what I may do, just to balance the scales from where we were last round, I'm going to go take a little bit of a listen at D-Slurp here and see if anybody's speaking English at all.
Mid.
Hey.
Red twice, boss.
I got.
Yep.
Defend your base.
Reckless 53.
Maybe early.
1 LG.
60, they're both weak, I think.
Nah, I missed. LG. I think they went mid, I'm not sure.
He's still in our base.
Yeah, he's still out base. He's going up mega. 2.
Behind. He's alone. Backdoor. I jumped over it or something.
Enemy MacGuffin.
It's going top mid, Captain.
Attack their base.
One shotgun, don't go shotgun.
I should have thrown top mid.
Their base.
Red, not yet.
Vindicator.
They're railing. No armor face.
Okay.
I threw it to shot.
I'm hearing more vaping than coordination exactly, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means they're, you know, they're just in the zone. They're feeling it. And it's rewarding them so far. 85 points. NSC with the Vindy. And they could get this one in the bag, but here we see SWANSONG catching up here.
My favourite call in that short listening was actually one of them going, "Red is not yet." Fantastic. It's like me when in my own head when I'm playing Duel.
Woo! I
Oh
wanted
my
to see the
God,
beginning of
what the
that
heck?
rocket jump. Where? All right, to the moon indeed.
No flipping through the map.
Did he get a boost off of the rotary turbine? Like, what happened there? Wow.
I don't know, but I know Promise is probably right now being told to put that skybox lower.
When eggs fly. But they're at 99.
Yes.
Looking for that overtime, but of course the MacGuffin is getting thrown mid-map. As it do. Yeah, it's going to happen, don't worry. I like this, though. NSC with the Mega. Looking to fend off against FaZe. FaZe is just, yeah, he knows where he needs to go. He's not sticking around. FaZe the dog, bringing it home. Leaving List by himself to defend it. Yeah, Cook, what? Got a real boost off that throw. Kind of counterproductive, in fact. What is happening with these tosses? Those are going sky high. All right.
Yeah, if you earn MacGuffin coins by throwing it while it's airborne, I think we've already been. One of these teams already would have been on 100 coins for the amount of airtime it's had. But
where
it
were
is
these
effective,
throws
and
in Sunken?
we saw enough throws in the 3K series yesterday, to be fair, so there we go. Get that one in.
All right, Cook here, looking to get this overtime capped off. Moving through the bubs. Nobody's here. Everybody's mid-map. Oh, there's a touch just at the last second from Bus Driver. But where is... There's nobody else. That's it. That's the round. Yeah. That's how it do.
Wow.
Bang.
Strong performance there from D-Slurp. Cook may not have the best KDA so far, but he's definitely top damage, so just doing his part. And like I say, when they cap that point, Cook on defense is an absolute menace, so well played so far.
Yeah. Cycled back over to Bus Driver, who's the one guy not participating in any of these shenanigans. He wants to hold on to this Mega and armor before the MacGuffin spawns up, because, yeah, literally everybody else is just rinse and repeating the death cycle. But here we go. Bus Driver about to make his move. It's going to be cool. It's going to be worth the wait. It was pointless. Liss
yes.
with the pickup,
what
though.
A throw, though.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Bring, not that way. All right, fine. Here we go. It's a tense game, MacGuffin. There's a lot going on.
MacGuffin dropped.
The throw. Okay.
You
cool.
saw where it was going to go, Bus Driver. Okay. This is why he plays video games and not outside games.
Yeah. He's used to turning his back to a ball being thrown at him, but he has to actually see where that one lands. Here he goes, and what's that? Vindy to Bus Driver. That is the last person you want to see with that power up if you're on a D-Slurp here.
Yeah, it's giving Poles cause for pause, not wanting to sneak towards the base just yet. He wants some meat shields in front of him first. Is it going to be enough? Poles doesn't have a whole lot of stack here to work with, but neither does Bus Driver. Yeah, there it is. It was a good, safe call. I don't hate it.
Oh, big hundo on the guy crossing across his screen. It was a split second as well to hit that.
And it is amazing to see this amount of coordination with very little verbal help. These guys just understand each other at a deep emotional and psychological level.
Enemy MacGuffin.
They are 3 of
Oh
1
my God,
soul.
he's hitting so much.
MacGuffin dropped. Team MacGuffin.
I like this
They
clip with the
certainly
Mega.
are.
Heading back in towards mid. Nope, here comes FaZe the dog. Pole's finishing him off, but it's going to be traded frags as that is going to be a hole ripped open in the base. Bus Driver attacking from the other side, neither of them with the great stack. But here's FaZe going for the pickup, but now he's got nobody to toss it to. That was the plan. None of us have stacks, but I'll toss it to whoever's still alive. Nobody's alive. Fine. All right.
Sad moment there for FaZe, and they're really struggling, SWANSONG, to just get any sort of meaningful points on the board at the early stage here. This next power-up is going to be absolutely critical, because if it goes in the hands of DSLURP, I wouldn't be surprised if they're able just to close out this round 2 quite easily and take us to a third map.
Yeah, these are now pretty good stacks coming out of SWANSONG. Liz on a bit of escort for Bus Driver. Bus Driver now by himself and deciding to back out the other way. Has nobody seen this ploy before? Indeed they have. Oh, but Bus Driver with the fake pass. That was played out perfectly. Absolutely orchestrated. FaZe now with the Vindy. It's going to be a good way to defend this for a little bit, as long as he doesn't just straight up die. It's going to be eating a lot of damage here. 13 health, 2 targets to deal with. Pulse still alive somehow after that shot and able to toss it back out into mid. Here comes the rebound.
Whoa.
There it is.
Defend your base.
FaZe doing a lot here. I know he has power up, but he did a lot of damage there just with such little HP, just dancing around the pillars, not overcommitting to any of these fights. Just perfect angles taken there with the shotgun and the pincer. But Poles does get it, and that power up did let SWANSONG get a few points on the board, but really not as much as I would have hoped for. Still 30 odd points behind DSLURP, and DSLURP on the attack again.
Yeah, the spawns here in Marina don't really give you a whole lot of time to breathe in between shots, especially if you are a painted purple target. But points going the way of DSLURP, starting to close out the round. With 1 already under their belt, they could push us into 2 for 2 out of tiebreakers today if they can get this round together. It's going to be Bus Driver. Ooh, he's going to be a good recipient for the pass. He's got some stack here. He's got only poles to blaster. Don't get stuck on the wall. 2 frags, though, on his way through. Now he's just got to seal the deal, get it in. But there's enemies on the board already. That's going to be a quick retake. Cook here, ready for the pass. There it is. A coordinated.
Yeah, NSC seeing the end to that attack there from SWANSONG. Bus Driver, for all that hard work, they really didn't cap any points off of that. Maybe got a couple during the run and then the subsequent cap after that. But NSC was on there with an easy double, and they just need to all defend now and just keep SWANSONG away if they possibly can. Oh my God, Cook.
Cook could be the one to do it. NSC has a pretty good angle as well. Who's here for the touch? Oh, FaZe coming in. There's the touch, and who's left? It's going to be Liss, and he's bounced right off of it. That's going to be the map.
Wow.
And 1-1 DSLURP and SWANSONG.
NSC was absolutely crucial in the final minutes of that, getting the double kill to stop the SWANSONG cap, and then on defense, just holding that upper ground, just killing everything coming in. Really, really well played. He was absolutely crucial at the end there. And yeah, as you say, 1-1, another map 3.
Yeah, so SWANSONG, you're out of MacGuffin. Totally free reign on Wipeout and Extinction.
Yeah, I am in particular expecting possibly an Icefall pick here if I was a gambling man.
Yeah, these guys are more than happy to cess, as we've seen through 2 maps of MacGuffin. So it could be Cess City going into Extinction. It's going to be Icefall, indeed.
Indeed, indeed.
I think FaZe just likes the colors.
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe he's nicknamed himself FaZe the Dog for MacGuffin, where, you know, that sort of clip with James at that Sacrifice tournament where he talked about his teammate For the soul like dog. Maybe that's kind of similar. He just chases the MacGuffin around endlessly. Maybe he's going to be a ghost in here, just chases the target endlessly, just sort of goes on command, you know, and just hunts relentlessly at all times.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit obscure. I mean, that tournament was from, what, like 3 years ago, so well outside the target demographic for this game. All right, we're going to go into our tiebreaker. Third map, going to be Icefall. And I'll let him know that we are indeed good to go.
And the best part about this for you, Jahar, is that even though you're doing much more work than you bargained for today, you also do get to call when we go to team comms yourself, which is fantastic for you.
Oh, it is. I can't miss it that way. In my defense, yesterday I was getting a juicy burger, so that was nice. I regret nothing. Here we go.
But Extinction, I think, does lend itself really well because the amount of communication required to kind of really understand where you're going as a team and what the objectives are is a lot different, I think, and a lot more complex than both Wipeout and MacGuffin, if you ask me. So be really interested to listen into some of the comms if we can at some points of this game. But yeah, FaZe typically seems to be historically the life lead primary choice here for SWANSONG, and it's not a bad choice if you ask me. And he's going to hang around here for the second red, taking so much damage already though, Jahar.
Yeah, that was a little bit early there. Gonna stick himself out, and honestly, the life situation isn't looking great for either team. FaZe still on 3, Bus Driver and List down to 1. Nobody on D-Slurp left with 3. But FaZe is wanting to just snipe from the back doors here. This is fine. But now he's left by himself, which I suppose is good news for Bus Driver and List. They just get to do the plus forward thing now. But here comes Vindy, and FaZe is going to be on it. Only 60 and 60, yep. Life lead on Vindy. And he's going to have the door opened for him for Red Armor, which means Red Armor and Vindy's not going to a Ghost. But, you know, FaZe, we've already seen today, he's warmed up. He can shoot dudes. He's good at it.
Yeah, and as we mentioned yesterday, FaZe, particularly when we've spoken to him on the podcast, etc., he definitely a big advocate for when you're the life lead, still getting involved in the combat as much as possible, trying not to take too many risks, but also just enough amount of risk to really make a difference, to not leave your ghost just in a 2v3 at all times. So look to see FaZe, as I'm telling him his whole theory and the whole thing, he does take a direct rocket from Cook, so there we go. But 2 lives plays 1.
And yeah, Cook is being forced to go full Neo here. None health, almost none armor. Just has to survive. Easier said than done here because the 25s are predictable, the 50s are predictable. Red Armor, forget about it, and forget about that round, a pretty quick one coming out of SWANSONG.
It's actually FaZe, the life lead for SWANSONG, taking out the final life of Cook there to take round 1. And, you know, it doesn't surprise me that Sunken was their first pick in this series, but also I believe Icefall would also be one of their top picks as well, as demonstrated with them picking it in round 3. They're so good at Icefall. So they are definitely favoured, I'd say, slightly in this particular game mode, but D-Slurp definitely a lot stronger, I think, in that Marina game, and I think if they had their choice, they would have possibly chosen Wipeout, because they've proven in the past they're really strong at that, Wellspring in particular.
So far, so good, even though this round is getting a little bit messier, a little bit more shaky. FaZe, 35 health. Actually want to listen in on SWANSONG, though, because this is Oxide, and the round probably isn't going to be 7 minutes long, but here we go.
Yeah.
We play red, then power up.
On red. Need help on
One
red.
ping,
Big
target
time
ping.
help.
One attic weak.
Target ping.
Target going cracked or weak.
Go PU.
I'm playing PU. One on it, pulls. He's
Kill
on the
him.
portal.
He's weak.
He's connected.
Dead.
Dead. Carpet.
I'm good.
Dead carpet. We
Let's
can play
go for
red
Mega,
again. Let's
okay?
play red. Okay, Mega, sure.
Mega's gonna be up.
Yo.
I'm taking
I'm very weak. I'll try to steal red.
He's on dog right now.
One here at red, Ghost.
They're waiting on Mega.
Okay. There's only 2 there, max.
Got it.
2v2.
He's gonna be dog
Okay.
probably.
Attic blue is up.
Coming.
Red's up now. Cook's on it.
Okay. Taking out
46 red. He went towards LG.
He's on the bubbles.
We play 46 red.
Still there. He's weak. Pinchering the shit out of him. He's super
He's
weak.
going pink. He has armor.
Okay, 46 red. Try and be there. He should be weak.
Yeah, I'm gonna go from shaft.
I will hold books. One in, one dead. He's there. Target. He's back in. Connector.
He's
one
went,
book.
he went
If he's
secret.
connector, I
He went
catch.
secret. He went secret.
Push
11
the
is
shaft,
red.
shaft. I'll take blue up. He's gonna be one coming from
Mega.
last.
Yeah, I'm pushing
He's
in.
on mega. He's on rail. He's on mega now. Mega now.
I'm
Forward,
chasing.
forward.
Yep. Can die. Looks blue. Did 8.
Lava weak.
On me. Red.
Probably
Let's go
Swan
red.
LG.
Go red.
Play for red. Red.
One connector.
Pink. NSC pink.
He's on attic. Target on attic.
Got red.
Okay. Looks health available.
Red 40, 35.
I'm holding the portal. He's dog to attic. Last seen mega
Okay.
side. Let's play around mega.
I'm
I don't have
playing
time
on
though. One on rail.
One
yeah,
mega.
You run to lava.
Careful, they might port on you.
He's on books. One more mega now. Mega. There's 2 mega.
I'm holding port.
Can't play for.
One dead.
Ghost.
2 dead. Just ghost.
He was books. He's gonna be playing around red.
Okay.
I'll go red.
He's dog railed. Still sitting dog. He's coming bucks now with a rail care. Don't peek pink.
Yeah. Can I play for
There's
pincer with you guys?
bucks.
I don't know where you are, sorry face.
I'm on
Where are
mega.
you? Okay.
Secret.
What's coming up?
Let's just play
Yeah.
quad. I'm gonna hold
He's on
connector.
dog.
He's
I'll
dog,
take
dog,
blue
dog.
up. I'll take blue.
Got it.
I'm holding connector.
I want secret. Care
Hold it.
secret.
One
Secret.
below, I'm pushing it.
You
Portal.
guys take it. You guys take it.
He's on
Going.
care books. 2
Back up.
on lava. 2
That's
lava.
fine, give me up.
I'm
Okay.
jumping out. I felt.
Okay.
I'm going red.
I'm on mini.
You take red face.
I'm dead on mini, mate.
Okay.
I was
Red's yours if you can get here.
coming. Got red.
He's railing
going
books.
mini.
Care books. Care books.
Yeah, 1 bucks. Waiting for shot.
I'm taking attic blue just.
That's
for a
fine,
sure.
that's
They're both very weak.
He might be dog. He's on.
top,
he's on
top,
top,
he's on top.
Yeah, gap. Pushing in a bit.
Where is
Last seen books. No idea where. Last seen books. Let's go back to red. What time was
Yeah.
it?
He's on LG. He's on mini.
Ghost on pink.
He's on
don't
LG
know.
pad. Rail twice.
yeah.
He's weak LG pad.
Okay.
Still
Mega's
LG.
up yours face. Mega.
Yeah, coming.
Playing above. One is cat. Careful when porting.
You can push. Hold that to go.
Okay.
One connector going after.
Connect to ghost. Yeah. I'm coming. Let's go red. Come through LG if you can.
One behind you. That's it.
You're trapped there face.
Throwing
Yeah.
them now.
I'm on
One more
box.
attic.
On bricks, boy.
Yeah.
Weak on lava. Weak on
Hold it
lava.
book for you. Red's
One
up.
pushing
Red
lava.
field.
Dead.
Sorry.
Pushing red.
Helping.
35. Go shaft.
Okay. Going shaft. Let's get attic blue again. It's
Yep.
up. One on.
Pushing back.
He's on dog. He's on dog. 2
Okay.
there.
I take blues up, yeah.
Railed. I'm
You
pushing.
get out. Get out.
Go get the blue. Ah.
Counter.
Target is
The blue's
rail.
up. The blue's up.
Yeah, coming.
Target rail. Let's go back
On
to red.
LG,
36
railed LG,
36
railed
red.
LG.
36 red.
Behind us,
Mid.
careful.
Yep, I'm holding mid.
Dead.
I'm holding LG for you.
Brooks blue.
Pink. He's on.
Anthony,
He's
Should
on
be your
book.
red now, face.
Can you push?
Yep, pushing.
One. He's on books. Pink. Pink.
Yep, I'm on
He
him.
railed.
Did quite a bit of damage.
He's giving info.
Minus the
Yep,
90.
he's still bucks pink. He's trapped connector.
I'm behind on
He's
book.
connection. I'm being pushed. I'm dead. I'm
Really?
not dead.
He's like 1 HP. Got him.
Nice. Fuck me.
Close. Usually look pretty
Holy
weak there, man.
fuck.
What a round
Fuck
that
you,
was. Jeez, the chase was real. I had to keep looking at FaZe too because he was still on 1 life, but doing just fine and still contributing damage, all in all. But fantastic game, round there. Jeez.
You know what else is fantastic?
Oh,
Me.
the return of Joel. I'm a fuck off then.
The
That's great.
cockroach cannot die. Leave Jaha.
All right, gonna eat myself right out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you GMT. Bang.
Dynamite. All right, here we are then. SWANSONG 2 rounds up. It's going to be listen. Bus Driver both taking a spill though, as I cast without in-game sound, which is just the best. Pole's going to fall though, and this is a hot and heavy round to begin. Oh dear. A lot of damage on both sides. 5 seconds until that power-up is spawning. We can see Bus Driver here, waiting on top of the pillar in a commanding position. Turns around, takes down Poles, and now onto that Siphonator. Good stuff. It's gone the way of NSC, though, and that leaves the dog to life lead, Jake. As
You are such a pro, aren't you? Welcome back, GMT. We definitely missed you. And what did you just call FaZe, by the way?
the dog.
Okay, so that's how you're going to continue this for the rest of the event. That's good. I'm glad I don't have to do that. So here we are. very close round last round. I don't know how much of it you saw, Joel, but it was an extremely close round. Literally came down to a pixel perfect pincer shot from Bus Driver to take the win in round 2.
Oh, I was watching, Jake, on my piddly little 1-bar 4G. I was still getting the business done. I'm keeping up with the tournament. I know who's looking hot and who's looking not. The Dog right now, probably the best player in the world. My boy FaZe, I'm going to say that now. He used to get in trouble for things like that. It's the last one, isn't it? Go mad. Incy going to take him out, though, and that leaves Cook in a commanding position as the only person with 3 lives remaining. And well, I want to comment actually on the comms, which, like, pretty quiet on the side of D-Slap, but SWANSONG has Liquid-esque comms, in my opinion. Like, it's that same level of energy, the same level of detail. And I think that could be putting them over the edge, especially in Extinction, where more so than just playing your roles well, using the information that you can't see yourself is so good.
Bus Driver really exemplifies that for me. He's so slick and clear in his comms, and it is, I think someone in chat even kind of mentioned, it's just good vibes all around when you hear Bus Driver talk. Just no real kind of rage or panic or attitude or anything of the sort. It's just pure professional, on the nose, on the money, clear comms, and it just looks so much easier to play with someone like that in your team, yeah, for my money. So yeah, really impressive.
Right, big moment here. Dadaug gets onto the Siphonator, and he has a lot of stack as well. He's just lost his first life, actually a self-termination, and I like the position right now for SWANSONG. Of course, FaZe is going to have 2 very healthy minions to go hunting, and Cook doesn't have much in the way of stack right now. Mega is up, and you can see FaZe knows. I was thinking about going for it, so this is the thing with FaZe. He's a very, very active, and he's a life lead that contributes. And that means that he has to play on this Razor's Edge because he will continually expose himself. And you can see that he was thinking about going to the Mega, maybe he got a call, didn't quite go for it. He really does have some of the absolute best high-level decision-making in Extinction. Ooh. And you can see, it's worked. FaZe has weathered the storm long enough. And D-Slurp gonna fall. 3-0.
And on a side note, I cannot wait for you to overtake and take over the observing again from me, because I'm not used to doing it on my keyboard. So I click through all the point of views and make everyone at home feel sick. So yeah.
Yeah, you got to have the 1 to 6. We got that.
Yeah. Right. Well, my four key has a stupid chat bind
Which
on
key?
it. So number 4.
Okay.
So when I try and cycle through on my keyboard, I accidentally hit that and it spams out "live, laugh, love" in the server,
Perfect.
which could be distracting for the pros on the show here.
It could be. It could be. All right. Huge advantage right now for SWANSONG. They have a whole hell of a lot of lives, and it's Cook left on 3, which is the man they want to have lives. But well, you'd rather be in SWANSONG's position. The Dog. He is still sitting pretty on 3, but dropping low. NC and Liss both
Vindy's
take
up.
a spill, and that's a ghost on the board now for SWANSONG. Yeah, Vindy up, in the hands of Pulse now. The Dog hiding by 50, and they're not going to be on this red. It's going to be some very passive play out from SWANSONG, I think. Well, I say that, a Bus Driver does careen in, but yeah, that's red, just given away, holding over by the Mega. It's quite fortuitous to think that FaZe had the space to do it. Oh, yes! Yes! My boy, he's done it. That is superb. Not only does he hide, get the Vindicator, he then hits a beautiful shot to follow up, and oh, things go from bad to worse for D-Slurp. And bear in mind, this is match point.
It really is, yeah. And Cook already lost one of his lives, and his stack is not looking too healthy right now. I think Bus Driver and Lifts, I mean, they've teamed together from the start of this game, and they continue to always want to be on the same lineup. And it doesn't surprise me, honestly, that those 2 are the 2 ghosts that kind of coordinate their attacks together and kind of guide FaZe to all the major items. So it's working really, really well. And I said this just before with Jihad, like, they obviously picked Sunken first, but I wouldn't imagine it's a bit of a toss-up between this and Icefall. Sorry, Sunken and Icefall as their primary pick. They're so good at both of these modes, and they're showing it right now.
All Alright, but we can't count D-Slurp out just yet. Bus driver coming in, and well, you can see Cook, who isn't the healthiest, but he's going to have to fight on his own. Almost gets it done, is taken down though.
Stuck on the pad.
Red. Yeah, this is awkward now as Cook is on just 1 life. We'll have that Mega, is going to get a pincer, but we have to see more or less flawless play from him right now. And as I was saying, FaZe contributes. He is up against 3 guns. This is not a team that you can easily play passive against. SWANSONG are aggressive. They pounce very quickly and they're very decisive. Not a team I want to play life lead against, but FaZe, ambushed by Hennessy, does turn around, gets that frag, and it's crucial that he does. Meanwhile, Bus Driver on the power. And this...
Where is he?
Well,
there he is.
This could be curtains if Bus Driver manages to track down Cuckoo, who's actually been making a very nice stack for himself.
Buster over here, stalking Cook. He does get a huge amount of damage off there with the shaft onto Cook, but FaZe goes down in the melee as well.
FaZe on 1, Cook on 1, neither very well stacked. And well, this next red, Hennessy's here defending it, and that's going to go to Cook. Meanwhile, FaZe, I would imagine, waiting near the Mega, but this is an opening, I feel, for D-Slurp, as FaZe will be waiting around that Mega area, but no, he knows it's too predictable and he can't hang around Hennessy. With an ill-fated attack, FaZe does live for now,
on the way down
but
there.
The Cook in the kitchen on the Mega. Now FaZe up against 2, through the telly he goes, needs to be perfect here, he's not far off, and, well, that's bad. 3-1.
D-Slurp coming back into it there. Cook doing extremely well, considering his second life was ended when he was stuck on that pad here at red, just bouncing up and down to his demise, but makes a great comeback, hitting some great shaft damage right on the Mega there. Just crucially as well, he took a direct rocket, but it was importantly, it was just before he picked up the item, so it didn't matter too much, and he was able to ride it out. And then FaZe was hunted down by, and actually FaZe has already lost 2 lives in this round, so they switched up the life lead perhaps. Litz.
I mean, I don't think they'll want to, but actually I remember a moment, I want to say it was in the previous test tournament series, European team tournament, where List had to life lead for like a whole game. It just always worked out, the spawns forced him to, and he did an impeccable job. And all 3 of these players hugely versatile. I think FaZe is the best life lead among them, but this is relatively okay, and we all know about FaZe's movement, we all know about his rockets. He can be a pretty scary ghost as well.
A Vanguard up, Lift saying goodbye to it as he has to backpedal out up the corridor back to the blue in library there, and that does go to Cook, the Vanguard.
Yeah, so
let's see where he is.
What a shot. Insulated from, you know, any real attacks. Cook should be able to hold them off, and it sort of simplifies the decision making, I think, a little bit when you've got a Vanguard on your life leader, because you can leave them on their own, or they can come and contribute just with a little bit less fear. And well, Cook is making the most of it right now. He's hitting pincer after pincer. He's slowly getting his stack whittled away, but he had so much. Litho now dropping low. Is he about to take his first spill? He will. And now, serious advantage, I would say, in this round to D-Slurp. Cook has position on this red, is going to take it. He's got 3 lives to Litz too. He is the preferred life leader of his team. This is all really good stuff for D-Slurp.
Really just a controlled escort to that red there in this 50. It wouldn't surprise me if they go back and just get the next red again, as that is up in 10 seconds. Mega already gone over to Lifts, I believe. They found Lifts, actually caught him here with no armor as well. This could be an easy round win here in round 5 for D-Slurp. And we've seen a lot of these kind of matches, like we saw the one earlier where teams got 3 rounds fairly quickly, and the other team do well to stabilize. That's the benefit of having a round system in a game mode like this.
All right, let's see what Litz can do. So far, so good, but he does have the weight of the world on his shoulders, and it's not going to be easy. They know he's in books. Let's see, defending that Mega. Should be on a Cook anytime now. There we go. And yeah, this continues to be a very comfortable position for D-Slurp. Just really need to find Lifts once. He has 91 armor, but oh, he's fighting up against Cook, and that's a risk he doesn't want to take. You can see he backs away, but it's between a Cook and an Hennessy place. Vanguard now on the life lead for D-Slap. He can just RJ, he can jump, he can push into anything. It doesn't matter. Pulse finds lifts. 3-2.
Game starts in round 6.
Here we go.
1.
Is the comeback going to be complete?
I'm a FaZe fan, but maybe, yeah, that is...
Poles obviously left the Mega, hoping his life lead could come and get it, and it actually just gave it straight to Buff Driver, I believe it was. He was dropping down, and that was so unlucky for Poles' perspective there. Now getting double teamed in books. This is a great start for SWANSONG. Already so many lives taken off of D-Slap here. Hennessy already a ghost as well. Wow.
Yeah, and Cook dropping low. He's about to be left on his last life, and he can't come in for the red lifts now. Hunting him down. Has to deal with Pulse first, though, which he won't manage. Okay, the lives are getting whipped away a little bit, but Didaug, Jake. Didaug. He's got a lot of stack, or at least he did, and he's still got 3 lives. This is a commanding position as Cook drops low. FaZe.
Whoa!
Doesn't matter, he almost falls out. But Cook on the other side of the map has fallen, and there we go. It is going to be SWANSONG taking it in 2-1 fashion. They hold their nerve.